best part of my job is that I get to give it all away. And I get to give all the cool things that I would want, to grow and eat, for people that necessarily wouldn't be able to purchase these types of vegetables.
We live in an area of such amazing abundance. We have incredible local farms all around us, and farmers markets and local food and area grocery stores. And so our partnerships with local farms like the Food Bank of Western Massachusetts that provide that produce to the Amherst Survival Center, either for free as incredibly generous donations or food that we're purchasing directly, it helps make that incredible local bounty more accessible to our entire community.
We purchased the farm with the assistance of Kestrel Land Trust back in 2020, and there must have been at least a year, if not 2 years, of preparation for that. Kestrel Land Trust not only worked with us to purchase this farm, but also Maple Line Farms over there and the town of Amherst over there, who, when all was said and done, acquired portions of the farmland. This was the former Shala farm. So Maple Line Farm acquired about 28 acres, and the town of Amherst acquired another 20 or so acres that became part of their existing conservation area that's off of 116. And we ultimately simultaneously purchased from Kestrel Land Trust when they purchased the land from the Shala family and acquired the APR at the same time, and we owned the rest of the land. So all I can tell you about the APR program is that Kestrel did its homework, did it very well. I know, among other things, they had to obviously come up with an appraisal, and they needed to secure a local match, which I think it has to be a minimum of 10%, but maybe more. They actually, it was about 25%. They were able to persuade the town of Hadley through CPA funds, Community Preservation Act funds, to commit $360,000 towards the purchase of this project, which totaled about $1.2 million. So there were a lot of other pieces that came into this, lots of different funding sources. But of course, an important piece of it was the APR. I don't know what term you like to use.
Restriction.
Well, it's restriction, but clearly there was a financial benefit.
Yeah.
In terms of the cost of the land, the purchase price of the land. So that's really all I can tell you. So I just want to really encourage you to get the word out that land trusts in the valley, whether it's Kestrel Land Trust or the Franklin County Land Trust or the Hilltown Land Trust, some more than others know a lot about how to work with MDAR to make prime farmland available in perpetuity through the APR program.
Z's in zebra, R-A, and the E is capital, Ben Ezra, but it's all one word.
All right, so how many pounds of fresh local produce is distributed to recipients?
Last year, the Amherst Survival Center's food and nutrition programs distributed 1.6 million meals prepared in groceries to more than 11,000 of our neighbors. And that included almost 500,000 pounds of produce that was distributed across our programs, which much of which is local and some of which from farther away, but we're so grateful to get so much fresh, healthy food into the hands of the people who come to our programs.
And how do you serve your surrounding communities like Hadley and Granby and Sunderland and all?
Yeah. So the Amherst Survival Center is first and foremost a community center where everyone is welcome and where we have a lot of different resources that help people meet their basic needs. Most of the programs of the Amherst Survival Center have absolutely no residential limit at all. Anybody from anywhere is welcome to come and join us for lunch, or to leave with produce and bread from our fresh food distribution, or to take part in any of our activities or the free health clinic. Our food pantry does have a service area of 13 area towns, plus it's also available to anyone experiencing homelessness. And so that is one of our largest food programs and serves residents of those 13 towns.
And as we know, across Route 9, homelessness is a big issue.
Yeah, we absolutely are seeing a rise in the number of folks that are experiencing homelessness who are utilizing the Amherst Survival Center. I believe that it was close to 250 people last year who came through. We also know that food insecurity is really rising across the board, and many of the people who are coming, including folks coming for the very first time, are working, sometimes working multiple jobs. And so this is really an issue that is impacting many folks from many different walks of life.
did find it. You may get asked to do a soil moisture test. There's a chance of it. The information is here. The tool is here. This is a great idea. Although I never do. No, that's Larry. Okay. Really good, good harvest 9. grab a couple of coffee. So this is also similar to like, oh, I can't do it. Not a big. Grab a couple of big scuffle hose. Alex, you really want to B-roll them in here?
Sure.
Okay.
I got just for verification's sake, just say your name and spell it out for us.
My name's Lee Gadway, Leegadway.
And your position?
Farm manager.
How much food do you grow here a year?
This year we just broke last year's record at 7,400 pounds for the year.
And what type of food are you growing here? I see on the list you have cubes and you have basil, and then you have like radishes, carrots, tomatoes, eggplant.
Yeah, on top of that we did summer squash. We have some watermelon that is skirting out there. We have cabbages, we have leeks, we have onions. We're getting ready to do a lot of spinach. We have a lot of Napa style cabbages going right now. Definitely tons of radish, tons of carrots. We have a bunch of beets growing, okra, tons of basil. What else do we have? Tons of peppers, hot and sweet, tons of kale, collards.
So is this something you got involved with? Did you just apply for a job? How did you end up here?
I saw a job posting for farm manager about a year and a half ago, and I applied to it, and I changed roles. I was managing another farm out in Metro West.
Okay.
And this was closer to home. This farm is a lot more mission oriented. I really like what was happening here. We donate everything here. We don't have to worry about obtaining and adhering to a certain amount of monetary growth every year. I just get to give it to 3 donation locations: First Baptist Church of Amherst, the Amherst Survival Center, and United Way of Pioneer Valley.
So what made you want to work for the food bank? What drives you to come here every day and work the farm here?
The knowledge that I'm feeding people that need free, local, healthy food. I grow some of the, it's minimal till, organic, regenerative agriculture. It's a lot to swallow. This is the best way I believe we could grow food. And I think that we should all be growing this way. And I think that just because you don't have money or can't afford to buy it doesn't mean you shouldn't have it.
So how important is it to have volunteers here working the farm alongside you?
Super important. We do have a good amount of paid staff, but volunteers fill in all of the holes that we have. We could probably use twice what we're getting for volunteers at the moment.
Why would someone want to volunteer here?
Because this is the most amazing job in the world. You get to be outside, the sun's shining, not always. You get to see our beautiful flowers. You get to see the cycles of food. You get to see the cycles of seasons. You get to see and experience firsthand how food is grown and what this slow movement that a lot of people talk about is involved, and you get to participate in that. You get to participate in helping feed people that are hungry.
The Amherst Survival Center is and always has been truly powered by our amazing team of volunteers. We have now between 250 and 300 volunteers every week who are supporting our small team of staff to perform all of the operations of the Amherst Survival Center. I always say that our reliance on volunteers is really equal parts operational necessity. We truly could not function for a day without them, and also a statement of our values that as an organization we really believe that we all have something to offer, and that we all have needs, and that none of us do this on our own, but that together, when we come together, that we have enough. And our volunteer program is one of the really important ways that we engage with our community. It's a chance for folks to be a part of something that is larger than themselves. Again, people from all different walks of life are able to come, contribute their skills, connect with others, and really get to be a part of this meaningful effort that is so critically impacting food security in our community. I really love this as a part of their mission and something that they've focused on and expanded over the years, because as they are looking to get food to everybody, really growing that, again, fresh, local food, really healthy food, highly desirable items, also being able to choose to produce things that our community wants, and so making sure to be providing a variety of a variety of vegetables and fruits that fit into different cuisines is just really a wonderful emphasis. And so we love all of the food that we get from the food bank, but being able to get that local produce is such a huge benefit.
You mentioned you get grants from SR. What types of grants are you getting and how are you benefiting?
Yeah. The Amherst Survival Center has been incredibly grateful to receive funding from the Massachusetts Department of Agricultural Resources, or MDAR, through their local food purchasing assistance grant, which we've had last year and into this year. And what that money is allowing us to do is to buy amazing locally produced food directly from those local producers. And it's focused on supporting small farmers and food producers, and also culturally, socially disadvantaged farmers and producers, including BIPOC-owned farms, farmers who come from low-income backgrounds and just haven't had access to land and those resources. So it's this amazing win-win, because we are getting that money, we are spending all of it directly in our local food economy and supporting those food producers, and then bringing incredible local products into the food pantry, which is going out to all of our food pantry shoppers. And that is included in the growing season, absolutely fresh produce like some of what you're seeing next to me. But year-round, it includes local milk, cheese, eggs from Diamond Farm, some meat from local producers. And this is really helping us to both increase the variety and quality of foods that we're offering here, but also to help keep up with demand. We are seeing record numbers of people turning to the Amherst Survival Center for food support, and having this additional food right from our local community is keeping our shelves and coolers stocked so that everyone that comes through the pantry is able to get much of what they need.
And this also helps the local Hampshire County economy as well, because a lot of it is farm-based.
Absolutely. The entirety of that money that is received through MDAR is going right into the local economy, directly to our local food producers. And those are locally owned. They are employing local folks. They're also selling food locally. So it is just such an incredible win-win-win.
folks who need it can get access to all in the area can get access to all good, healthy, homegrown food that's not just leftover from a grocery store.
Yes, we deliver everything directly to them. We harvest Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. We start harvesting around 7:30, 8 o'clock. We're usually done around 10 or 11, and as soon as we're done harvesting, it goes right to our donation locations. So there's not much fresher you can get than that.
Now I know you have some lease land here in Figulets last week when we gathered. There's some folks who lease here, and you did mention that one of the farmers actually gives not only some food to you, but sells Springfield Public Schools at a discounted rate.
Yes, two farmers, Atlas Farms and Joe Jakowski, both participate in that program.
And do you know what the benefit was for those folks and you guys?
For us, we have all of this land being grown organically on. We just don't have the bandwidth to be able to grow on all of this property. So leasing it to people that also care for the land as much as I do and steward the land as much as I do is a wonderful experience. The food that they grow and sell / trade to the food bank, they are also selling to Springfield Public Schools. They are bringing their great organic product to an area that might not have as much organic food access as other places.
Especially since Springfield's also very low income
Yes.
in many aspects. That's it. Wrapping up here, is there anything you want to say to the public right now that, because not a lot of people, I did not know that Western Mass Food Bank had a farm. Is there anything you want to say to those folks that say, hey, we have a farm and this is what we do, or is anything on your mind you want to get out?
I first of all want to thank everyone that has participated in the food bank being able to bring this to culmination. This has been an amazing experience so far. I can't wait to expand more on this farm, and we can definitely use more volunteer help here as often as you can come.